Love Life Lentils. I'm here with another recipe today. This one's for a pumpkin spice loaf. It's super easy to make, really good for you with no refined sugars or refined flours, no oil or anything, but I promise it still tastes really good. So you can make it and take it with you to school or work in the morning. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need is 3 cups of oats. I just have them in here because it's the mixing bowl I'll be using at the end. We're going to grind them up in the food processor into a really nice fine flour. Then we're going to add some baking powder, some cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger. All of the portions are in the description box down below, so you can check there. And then we have half a cup of almond milk, a 1/4 cup of unsweetened applesauce, 10 or 11 dates, which have just been soaked in some water, and then apple cider vinegar, a full can of pumpkin. Make sure it's not the filling, it has to be the actual pureed pumpkin, and then a food processor. So first we're just going to blend up the 3 cups of oats. So that goes in there. This is what the oat flour looks like after I was done waiting for it to blend up. Probably should have waited for it to blend up a little bit more, but I'm getting impatient and I want my cake. So we're gonna put 2 teaspoons of baking powder in here, as well as our spices. So let's just all go in there. Just a bunch of cinnamon and ginger and nutmeg, and stir it all in. So there we go. And then we're gonna blend up the wet ingredients. For the wet ingredients, we're just gonna start off by blending these dates. So I have put them in some water for a little bit just to get them softened up. So we'll blend those. We've blended them as much as we can for now. We're just going to scrape all that down the side because that's where all of our sweetness is coming from. So you really don't want to miss any of it. If you want something that's a bit sweeter, you can always add just a little bit of sugar or maple syrup or something like that. But now we're just going to add in the full can of pumpkin, applesauce, some almond milk, the apple cider vinegar just in there, and then blend it all up again. Okay, so now we have our nice pumpkin goop, and we're just gonna pour that in, or maybe I'll just scoop it in actually. It's kind of a heavy container. And then just mix it up. And you just want to make sure that all the flour has been incorporated in here so there's no flour hiding at the bottom of the bowl, and it looks good to pour into our pan. Just putting it into a pre-greased pan. This is an 8 by 8 inch pan, and you could also use a loaf pan. I just don't have one handy. I've never really owned one. So these will be squares instead of a loaf, but that's fine. Still tastes the same. So you're just gonna spread it evenly and then toss it into an oven at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes to 30 minutes if it's not quite done, and that's it. After 25 minutes in the oven, the pumpkin loaf is done, and I'm really excited to try it. So I'm going to, hopefully it doesn't topple. This would be really good with some almond butter on it. Sadly, I don't have any, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Chew it.
Slow zoom.
Actually.